On the 1st of July 1992, at sunset, a helicopter of the Israeli Air Force crashed with its crew into the Mediterranean, near the northern tip of the Israeli coast at SHKI'AA. The crash took place when the helicopter circled around a patrol ship of the Israeli Navy just to wave them, after coming back from a mission in Lebanon. The pilot Green, the navigator Raz, and the rest of the crew got injured and were pulled out of the water by the patrol ship crew. Only Gil Rosenthal from Kibbutz Nitzanim, a member of 669, SHKI'AA, the elite search and rescue unit, was missing. I was the deputy commander of the Navy ship that arrived to the scene minutes after the crash to run the search. 2 hours after the sunset, we found the body of Gil. This was the first and the last time I saw him. Gil's family, girlfriend, and friends were shocked by the terrible accident, but they were not the only one whose lives changed that evening. The pilot Green, who had previously served in 3 wars and saved lives, took full responsibility for the accident and was dismissed from service. The navigator Raz was demoted and has been living in agony ever since, as the idea of waving the patrol ship was his own. Ilan, the helicopter's airborne mechanic, feels shame every day for not having prevented the accident. The accident left an open wound in the lives of many, and the wound remained open for 25 years. Then in 2017, something did change. Raz and I, who had never met, both came across Gil's photos on Facebook around the same time. We both reached out to the Rosenthals, Gil's family. Raz met Gil's brother and sisters. I went to see his parents and brought this sunset photo with me. It's the photo I took during the search while a helicopter was hovering above me to pull a search diver out of the water. The following year, Raz and I both attended in an event the family organized in Gil's memory. We met and the idea came up. On the 27th anniversary of the accident, we gathered Gil's family and the original helicopter crew. We went on a sail, laid flower wreath in Gil's memory, and hired a helicopter to fly to the place of the accident near SHKI'AA with Gil's brothers and the original helicopter's crew on board. It was an intense event, with a mix of anger, blame, and guilt. The group then met again in Kibbutz Nitzanim and in Green's home. These gatherings were highly emotional, but amidst the blame and the anger, we gradually also found understanding, empathy, caring, and incomprehensible amount of love. To everyone's surprise, by spending time with each other, we all found a new source of strength, and with the new discovery, Raz and I came to realize that this experience must be documented. We have started working on this documentary because dealing with the open wound has taught us so much, and we would like to share it with others. Anyone who could one day make terrible mistake with tragic consequences can learn from this story. We would like to share our learning with pilots, soldiers, commanders, with anyone feeling anger and with anyone feeling guilt, in the army, at school, at work, or anywhere else. The name of the movie is SHKI'AA, sunset in Hebrew. That evening when the sun was descending, and so was Gil's helicopter, and so did many plans and hopes of his family and loved ones. That evening is at the heart of our documentary. It's a story about loss, shock, fury, and guilt, love and friendship, but also a story about forgiving the unforgivable, and about what the world might look like with more forgiveness. Making this documentary is a costly project, and we are seeking for your support in funding it. We ask for your participation in sharing this story and spreading the lessons we've learned. Just like the Army calls me up every year as part of the Navy Reserve Force, this time I'm calling you up. I think of Gil wherever I see a helicopter flying over the sea. I remember how he looked that night, and I think of his parents, Shoshana and Moshe, his sisters, Ayala and Oshrat, and his brother Shai. It has been a tremendous honor for me to help slightly alleviate their pain, and I believe this story can also help heal open wounds elsewhere. I would profoundly appreciate your support. Thank you.